Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to this special energy channeling of the Ouroboros energy. The session is going to be designed to help you come to a place of peace with your past so that you can let go of any residual baggage, beliefs, assumptions, expectations that are based on past events. Honor your past versions of yourself. Alchemize, resolve anything that needs to be done so that you can come into a space of being a blank slate. You take the wisdom that you've gained and the growth that you've gained, but you let the baggage, the energetic debris go. And this will allow you to see through a new perspective, see through the lens of innocence, the lens of curiosity. This will allow you to step into this next chapter of your life without the resistance, without any of those energetic cords holding you back. Collectively, we have gone through so many rapid shifts that our energies are on a much higher timeline than our old thought patterns and some of this old energy lets us see. And so this session will clear out, as I said, that energetic debris so that your mind, your mental body, and your physical reality can align with where your soul has already gotten you to. Okay, so the Ouroboros, if you're not familiar, is the snake eating its tail. And it represents the pattern of completion and new beginnings, of alchemy, the destruction of the old, the clearing of the old, and taking that energy, neutralizing it as you recreate the new. During the session, I will guide you through a meditation, but I'm also going to channel the energy of the Ouroboros. If you are open and receptive to receive an energy activation, always for your highest and best good, what you're ready for, need, and desire at this time, say yes. And as I take a minute to connect energetically and begin this channeling, I invite you into a place of presence. Feeling yourself in this very now moment. Observing your breath, feeling it as it enters your body, and as you release it. Just observing, noticing any sensations that you feel without labeling it, without trying to change it. Tapping into the pure awareness that you are. We are now connected energetically. Your space is surrounded and protected by a golden white light. Anything that you may release is sent into a white flame of purification. All of that old energy is alchemized and neutralized and released. It may not come back into your field. It may not attach to anyone or anything. It automatically, instantly, is alchemized and neutralized the moment that you release it. and channeling through me now the energy of the Ouroboros to assist you in this process today. And this is your session. So I invite you to communicate with spirit, with the energy. What are you ready to let go of from this past cycle? How open are you to letting all that energy that does not serve you go? Communicate your intentions to the energy now and know that the energy will act on your behalf. I invite you now to call forth and communicate your intentions for this new cycle, chapter, whatever that means for you. Stating these now, bringing them to the top of your energetic field. You are in the middle right now of a giant circle. You are in the middle of the Ouroboros, the snake eating its own tail. And you look at the energy of this Ouroboros and you see all of that old energy from your past. Maybe you see certain scenes from your past. Maybe you sense, see, or feel certain energies that are coming up to be transmuted. Just allow and observe what is coming up and being shown to you. You also observe the joyous times of this past chapter. The victories, the wins. And you are standing in this very present moment. You are the culmination of all of these energies. Every lesson that you learned, every perceived failure or setback, every perceived victory, everything has gotten you to this very point, right here, right now. You would not be at this point, right here and right now, if it was not for every single one of these events, of these energies. Whether you label them as good or bad, desired or undesired. Take a moment now to acknowledge that they got you here, that you got you here. but they do not define you. You do not have to walk forth from this session with the assumption that things will play out as they did in the past. It's time to acknowledge them, process them, extract the lessons, the benefits. Keep what you want and let the rest go. So let's start with the desired, things that brought you joy from this last cycle of your journey, or maybe it's your entire life that you're reflecting upon. What would you like to take with you? The happy memories. What are you taking with you in this next chapter? Allow those to just soak into your being, feeling the energetic vibration of them. And now we go through the process of letting that old, dense baggage go that you do not wish to take with you any longer. I will guide you through some prompts, and then I will give you space to go through whatever process you need at this time. So again, as you stand in the middle of this Ouroboros, we call to the forefront. We call it up to be seen. All the energy that is creating resistance for you right now and moving forward in a space of freedom. Bringing it all up, all of that baggage that's ready to be freed now. And we allow ourselves to alchemize it upon the point of its very first creation. And so we call forth now any and all struggles, disappointments, past perceived failures that you are still carrying with you. What are these for you? Allow yourself to feel whatever you feel in this process. And if you are ready to let these go, to extract the growth, the lessons, and the benefits that you gained from them, but to let the rest go, say yes. Take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, just surrender these to the divine with the intention of being free from them. And they are alchemized and neutralized upon the point of their very first creation. So it's as if we go back in time or history and we clear it. You still have the benefits, but the event, if you so choose, can be cleared. And we call forth now, as we come back into center, the center of the present now moment. We call forth now those times where you were hurt, harmed, whatever you were ready to bring up. This can be by others' words, by others' actions, by your own destructive patterns. And we don't say that with judgment, we say that with awareness, because any pattern is not you. We can hold destructive patterns, but they're not us, and they can be alchemized. So anytime that you were harmed by others or by yourself, bringing those up, whatever you were ready to see now, bringing those up into this energetic field in your conscious awareness. And I want to give you the opportunity, if it feels aligned, to open up to making amends with anyone, including yourself, offering forgiveness. You don't have to. I just want to open up the space if you choose to. Is there anything else that you are being called to do before we clear and alchemize this energy? Taking some time to go through any last process before we release this energy for good, of times that you were harmed. And if you are ready to let go of this, you and any other parties involved keeping the benefits, the growth that occurred, but letting the situations, the events, the energy, the patterns, letting it all go. If you're ready for this, say yes. Take a deep breath in. Exhale out. Send them into the light of the divine, where all is worked out per your intentions, on your behalf, and on the behalf of others if their higher self so chooses. Just surrendering completely now, allowing this energy to be alchemized. And we lovingly bring ourselves back to our center in this present now moment. Surrounding us is that Ouroboros, ready to show us what is next to be released. And these are times where you may have harmed others. Again, this might be including yourself. So that's another opportunity to bring up any and all patterns that are harming you. The thoughts that you tell yourself, the stories that you tell yourself, the patterns, as well as any situations that you are ready to heal with love and alchemize where you may have harmed another. Bringing all those up now. Allowing whatever emotions come up to come up. It's okay in this moment to feel regret. It's okay to feel guilt. It's okay to feel frustration, anger, sadness, whatever you feel. Let it come up. It's part of the alchemy. And now what is being called for so that you can fully release this energy. Perhaps you make amends, perhaps there's conversations. Do whatever you need to do before we go through the final alchemy. And now we are calling in divine grace and unconditional love. Open your heart and send any other people or yourself pure, unconditional love. as you see this unconditional love healing everything, neutralizing it, healing it within them, healing it within you, freeing all from this energy now. And again, you have the opportunity, if you so choose, to resolve this upon the point of its very first creation. So you can, in your imagination, change the past by imagining something going differently. So in your mind's eye, imagine all of this is healed and resolved. You and anyone else involved holds the benefits from it, the growth from it, but we're now shifting and changing the past into resolution and healing. If you are ready for the final alchemy and to release the baggage from this, healing all involved, resolving everything upon the point of its very first creation, say yes. Take a deep breath in, a long exhale out, surrender it all to divine grace now. All is being done on your behalf per your intentions. And we bring ourselves back into that center of the now moment as we go through and prepare for one final releasing process. And I'm getting the reminder from the Ouroboros and from Spirit that who you were, as you defined yourself by these events, is not who you are now. The essence of who you are has stayed the same, but even your soul has grown so much through everything, good, bad, neutral, every single experience. So even your soul isn't the same as it was. You are a different person. You are evolved. And so for this final releasing, I open it up to you. What else, what final remnants do you need to let go of? Perhaps they're stories about who you thought you were, self-concepts, beliefs, thought patterns, habits. Maybe it's other events that didn't come up. I'm going to be still and hold space for you as you call forth now any and all last remnants of energy that are ready to be released, that do not serve you, that are not a reflection of you. You take the benefits from them, and we will be releasing them. So take a moment to call these forth now. And also, if there's anything that you are meant to do, a process of forgiveness or anything, then go through this as well. I'll be silent and hold space. For some, this might even be past life related or ancestral energy that you're holding on to. Another minute or so to go through this process before we do the final alchemy and release. Now, if you are ready to take the benefits, the growth, the expansion that's already embedded in your soul, integrated within you, and release all the rest of this, all the energy, situations being resolved upon the point of the very first creation, healing occurring for you, for all parties, release of those ancestral patterns that you may have been carrying with you, past life energies, entities, anything that is associated with what you are choosing to let go of now. If you are ready to let this go, say yes. Say yes again with your full chest. Now take a deep inhale and release it all, calling upon that divine energy to take it all, to alchemize it, neutralize it, and resolve it all on your behalf for the highest and best good. And now just completely surrender. And you are surrounded by this Ouroboros. And just like a snake shedding its skin, you see it shedding the skin of this entire past cycle, everything that you released. As you are shedding it fully and completely from your energy, your mind, your emotions, your physical body, all parts of your multidimensionality across all time and space, realities, dimensions, timelines, and lifetimes. All being shed, released, neutralized. You are a beautiful blank slate, and this Ouroboros is a beautiful blank slate of creation, recreation. See how pure it is. Feel how pure and free you are. And now, you get to decide what this new chapter or cycle entails. So speak, visualize, set your intentions, and see your intentions lighting up this Ouroboros. This will be your new path forward. So if you speak love into it, then the entire Ouroboros lights up with love. Your entire energy field lights up with love. Speak, visualize, declare your intentions, send them into the Ouroboros, lighting up your entire energy field with them. And if it feels right, I would invite you to affirm. I choose to make peace with my past. It has brought me here. I honor myself and all versions of me. And I open fully and completely with the new. In perfect, divine co-creation. And now drop all visuals. I'm grounding in your energy now as you integrate everything you did during the session today. And let's complete this process as we began by coming into the very present moment. Feeling your breath. Observing your body without judgment. Taking a few deep breaths, just allowing yourself to slowly, gently come back to the here and now. I'm disconnecting from the session, so be it, and so it is. Let's take a moment to give thanks to the energy of the Ouroboros who assisted us today. Okay, thank you so much for tuning into this session. I believe I'm going to put out another timeline, another session pretty soon after this that has to do with timelines, because we have been shifting timelines so quickly as a collective, and we are yet on the precipice of a new higher one. So I'm going to do a session for that, but this needed to come first. So keep your eyes open for that. More extensive healings are linked below, and I will talk with you next time. So much love and light.